What's happening, everybody? If you saw the title or the thumbnail, you obviously know that we're gonna be talking about some trail shoes today. And two of my favorite outdoors companies have teamed up for this new collab, and that's Huckberry and Merrell. And they teamed up and they made a special version of the Agility Peak 5s just for all the Huckberry customers. So we're gonna jump into a review and a little bit of like a spec list and feature list so you kind of know what you're doing. Right now, because I am literally just opened these up out of the mail, we're gonna go through the features and then we're gonna zoom ahead a few days after I've tested them out and give you kind of my first thoughts after putting some miles in them, right? All right, so let's jump into it. So these are the Huckberry and Merrell Agility Peak 5s. Their whole sort of inspiration for the colorway was obviously the American West. I'm missing stuff. Where'd it go? Ah. Don't shove stuff in your shoes, kids. First off, the styling is incredible. I mean, anything that Huckberry and Merrell have done, or really just anything that the crew at Huckberry gets their sort of hands on, they do such a good job. They have such an attention to detail. So styling was always gonna be on point. I mean, you've got the desert sands, a little bit of sunset orange here, some nice yellows, and then a hint of green on the inside. And you also get some extra laces if you want to accessorize a little bit with like some more orange stuff. By the way, I want you to let me know in the comments, what do you like better? The yellow laces or the orange laces? Which one should I rock full time? Let's get into some of the finer details, right? Now, we did an overview on the styling and the details like the laces, but let's take a look at like the actual style of them a little more. Like if you look all over them, you have some excellent ventilation just running through the whole thing. This will make these things great for the hot weather. And I mean, they are just chock full of good ventilation here. You'll see a super grippy Vibram outsole. It's the Mega Grip kind, and it has amazing traction lugs. Not only that, you've got a rock plate here, which will protect your foot from running over rocks. Obviously, it's super important for a trail shoe or a hiking boot, like something where you're gonna be on uneven terrain and stuff that goes from soft to hard over a course of time. And obviously these things are meant for like running and doing trail runs, ultra marathons, all that. But I'm gonna rock these as just great lightweight hiking shoes. That brings me to the next thing. The weight on these is incredibly light. We have 300 grams or 10.5 ounces per shoe. So quite literally nothing there as far as the weight for you to feel, which is even a huge step up from their Moab GTX trail boots. And so rocking these in hot weather is going to be fantastic. Now you'll notice a couple of really cool details on here. You've got gator clips that you can take a, gator and put it over your shoe to kind of keep water out and down. And that's just really awesome. You don't see that a lot anymore. It's kind of considered an old school design, but super cool to have. And then back to the bottom with the, where the rock plates are, there's also in between the plate, this sort of gel membrane that is super squishy, and you can feel it inside the shoe too. And I haven't tried it out yet, obviously, but on first look, this looks like something that is going to be incredible over distance. So I'm very excited to try that out. And then in the back, you don't have that sort of gel thing. You just have a very nice foam in between sort of your traction lugs and everything there. Now on the back, you obviously have some really nice detailing. You have the pull tab, which you can also use for the back of the gator, but you can stretch this out, pull it on. You've got this great little Huckberry bit right here, and it just looks so good. Just again, great styling. Another thing that is really, really nice, if you've ever had a trail shoe or a trail boot, you don't have a normal sort of tongue here. You have the sock sort of design where it's sewn in so it can't get out of place. And even though it's, again, really lightweight, Silly Sweet Princess, this is a really lightweight shoe and you're going to love it. So you have some light foam padding and then great ventilation again. But even with all that, you also have a tongue that doesn't go out of place. It is sort of sewn in, see if you can see that. So it's just sort of a sock design, but a lot more lightweight than a usual sock design. So I want to make that very, very clear. But super, super cool. Fantastic styling. I cannot get over this. These things look so good. But specs, right? So you want to know details. So let's get into that. The things that I've already been asked about before I even got these here, I literally had people messaging me this morning before they arrived on my doorstep, asking me these questions. So I'll get all this information to you right now. So the stack height on the sole is 31 to 25 millimeters. Now your drop is 6 millimeters, which is a great low drop. It's not going to kind of change your gait too much. And again, more important for running than like what I do, whereas, you know, maybe a brisk jog, but for you real runners out there, and I know I have a couple because you're the ones that have been messaging me about this already, the drop is 6 millimeters. You have a 5 millimeter lug, and again, the weight is only 300 grams per shoe, which is 10.5 ounces roughly. Now, another thing that I'm really excited about personally is the heel cup in here is supposed to be very similar to the heel cup in the Moab 3 GTXs. And if you saw my review on those, you know that was something that just like kind of blew me away on those. And then some other hiking boots have done that really well, but you don't see it often in a shoe, and it's supposed to just kind of tuck your heel in here and just cup it so that it feels really locked in. And I'm excited to give that a try because if it works half as good as the boots, it'll be incredible for a pair of lightweight running shoes. Now, if you can see here, they have some flex grooves built in to this area to enhance ground connection and obviously keep that forefoot from being sort of like bent and hurt over time. Again, this is something that I definitely want to test out, but you know, it looks promising. And again, look at these freaking lugs. There's going to be traction for days. And the fact that they went with Vibram, like everyone knows, Vibram has the best outsoles. So it's great to see. Now they're also rocking Merrell's Float Pro midsole sort of foam. And all that is it's their version of like a highly versatile medium density foam. So it should be comfortable, but it should hold up to the miles. Again, we're going to test that out in a little bit, but that's kind of what you're rocking with spec wise. I hope all of this has made sense. I hope it's given you a good overview. If you think I missed anything so far, let me know in the comments and I'll do a little short video on whatever it is you want to see. I wish you could actually see how squishy this in-between is. Seriously, this feels so good. That's going to feel great. And you can feel it inside the shoe as well. So it's going to feel so good over the course of everything. But supposedly the reason they have the cutout here is to help flexing and twisting on the trail. So you can kind of have a little omnidirectional sort of work there without losing support, right? But we'll kind of see. So that's all the like specs and sort of features and everything. Like you've had a good look at the incredible style of the shoe. You've seen all the great bits of ventilation and all the nice design that they have to help things stay comfortable over time and not just have little annoyances. So I'm hoping they all work as well as they look like they're going to, but let's go get these tested out, huh? All right, if you can't tell from the sweat, I've put some miles on these shoes now. Obviously not a ton, but out here walking and hiking and running a little bit, well, jogging, come on. We're not winning any races with my pace, but I do think I have enough of an idea about how they will function long term to kind of finish up everything for you guys. So first off, even after all this time this morning and the miles and the rocks and the branches and kind of everything, my feet feel great. Like they feel so good. There was tons of great movement in the shoe. So when I needed to twist my foot around a rock a little bit to get better traction or a tree root or anything like that, it let me do that. There was enough play to allow that. The toe box is a really good size for being able to make those micro adjustments with your toes, which is so important in a hiking shoe or a trail running shoe because the ground is so uneven and changes up so quickly. You've got to be able to readjust on the fly just super quick. Otherwise you're going to fall, roll an ankle, whatever. But excellent at that. And can you see how gross my mic is? It's so wet. It's so wet because I'm doing all this stuff by myself, right? So the easiest way to do this was just mic myself up before I started. So when I needed to stop and say something, I'd be ready. But now I have a very drippy dead cat on my mic. Gross. I sure hope all the goofiness I go through is enjoyable for you guys because doing all this stuff by yourself is just silly a lot of times. Let's see, another thing, I never once felt like the grip was lacking. It always felt sure-footed, and that's good because we have slick river mud down here that we've gone through. We obviously have wet rocks, wet branches, grass, dirt, sand, like all kinds of stuff, like literally everything out here. It's kind of a wild sort of park for that, but not on any of it did I feel slippy or worried about my footing, which is great. And the heel lock in on this is great. Once you get your laces on and pulled tight, your heel is just sucked in back there. And even with a brand new pair of shoes, I haven't had a problem with my heel rubbing at all, which is fantastic. Like, I don't know if that's a problem for a lot of you guys, but it is for me if the heel isn't built like really, really well. And this one is built really, really well. It's just high enough in the back that it comes in right where your ankle is, you know, coming in from your heel. So it's perfect fitment, at least for me. And so, yeah, no problems with rubbing or anything right there because, like, while I had room, like I said, in my toes to do micro adjustments and I could swim those around in my shoe as I needed going over the rocks and tree branches and stuff, my heel was just locked in the whole time. And oh my gosh, that is the difference between a good pair of shoes and a great pair of shoes. And these are great so far. I mean, just putting 10 miles on them in all kinds of conditions so far, it's been great. I'm hoping that it continues to hold up as I put miles and miles and miles on them, but the first impressions are fantastic. The other thing is, they held up to this heat surprisingly well, like really, really well. Like, I'm sweaty, my head is sweaty, my shirt is drenched, but my feet aren't super sweaty. I mean, I do also have on wool socks, which are great for moisture wicking, but the ventilation on this, actually superb. Like, I'm really impressed. Now, obviously, I don't know how long these will last if you put hundreds and hundreds of miles on it. I can't tell you that yet, but I think you've got a good enough sort of idea to get out there and use these because there's nothing immediately standing out that I'm like, ooh, that's a concern. So far, I really like these things. And, you know, no one's paying me to say that. No one's told me what to say in this review. Anytime I get something like this, I think about the questions I have, and I'm assuming you all probably have them too, and I hope I answer that for you. And if there's anything that I missed, anything else you want to know about, I could probably answer it if you just leave it in the comments below. And as always, I hope to see you out there. Bye.